Good evening, Bulldog fans. Cole Carter, Jason Craig coming to you live from H.J. Phelps Gymnasium down in North City. A special presentation courtesy of WRUL Sports, the YouTube. It's the NCOE Invite Tournament Championship. Carmi White County taking on NCOE. And Cole, you would probably say this is for volleyball supremacy of White County.
Well, and Carmi White County already got them once this year. That was a couple weekends ago there at the Fairfield tournament. So Norris City seeking a little bit of revenge. You know, these two teams, they don't play in the regular season, on the regular season schedule. It's only in these tournaments where they see each other. So the very few times that you can see these two teams battle it out, it's always a fun one.
Carmi comes in with a record of 12-0. NCOE comes in with a record of 11-1. Lady Bulldogs took care of everybody in the field, took care of El Dorado 25-10, 25-10, Thompsonville 25-13, 25-16, and earlier this evening they beat Hamco 25-10, 25-10. NCOE took care of Thompsonville 25-11, 25-13, Hamco 25-14, 25-18, and did defeat El Dorado earlier this evening. So this tournament has played out exactly what a lot of people believed.
And that's what we kind of expected. If you looked at the tournament schedule earlier this week, you know, Thompsonville, El Dorado, two programs kind of struggling. We knew Hamilton County would give both these two teams a battle, and Carmi took care of business earlier tonight. Norris City beat them last night. So you knew they scheduled this game for the final game of this tournament for a reason, and here it is indeed. Both teams unbeaten. It's the tournament championship.
North City head coach Jacqueline Melton, that last name Melton has become cemented in North City volleyball lore. She has quite a bit of hardware to her name and credit, and this year's team hasn't changed a lot from the past. Another Everett coming through the pipeline. This one's Hensley, and everybody thinks she might be the best of them yet, which is just completely unbelievable.
And it's scary, right? And they got an Everett boy coming up in the younger levels too. But and that's just, you know, Norris City, they're on that run where the last 10, 15 years, they've just been consistently dominant, and they're a 1A school, and so they're always going to be in contention to play up in normal, and this year's no different. But you mentioned having those tall Everett girls, who I think 3 of which are playing at the Division I level right now, and a 4th one coming up soon as well. So when you've got that pipeline, you're doing something right.
Carmi in the midst of what we like to call the West Coast swing. They are in match number, counted together, 5 of potential 10 in the last 5 days. It started with Flora back on Tuesday night. They had 2 last night, 2 tonight, and they got the opportunity to play 5 more at the Benton tournament on Saturday.
Yeah, it's almost just kind of an unfortunate way of scheduling things, because obviously it's 2 tournaments that you don't want to miss out. You want to be here on a Wednesday and Thursday. You want to turn around in 48 hours and play in Benton as well. Tournament that they won last year, and Carmi got second in this tournament last year as well. So yeah, you're playing a lot of games. You get some rest next week, but you're playing some really good competition as well.
So we will get the lineups as they come out. You may notice a little something awkward on your score table at home. Everybody starts at 4 here at the NCOE Invite. So basically they're playing games of 21. First 2 sets, you play to 25, win by 2. If it goes to the 3rd match, you play 15, win by 2. And I would really not be surprised, Cole, if we're going to see 3.
Absolutely, and these 2 went to 3 last Saturday in Fairfield. They went to 3 last year in this tournament championship. But starting at 4, Jason, is that a normal thing for these kind of round-robin tournaments?
Yes.
Okay.
And both teams have got plenty of support. I honestly thought there'd be a lot more people in the stands tonight, but whoever's here, they are definitely supplying the noise.
Well, and I've always said this is one of, if not the loudest gym in Southern Illinois. With the way the acoustics are, this place could be a quarter full or half full, and it feels like there's 10,000 people in here. It's going to be one of those matches where both teams can thrive off the energy brought in from the fans.
Taking a look this afternoon at Max Preps, they update their rankings. NCOE is ranked 4th in Class 1A. Carmi ranked 4th in Class 2A. Interesting, though, when you put all the classes in the state of Illinois, Carmi sits as 18th.
Wow. Well, Carmi, you know, you kind of look at their schedule and say, okay, which teams do we feel is going to give them the best run? Which team is going to be their better competition out of their schedule slate? And of course, when you get into these tournaments, they'll see some bigger schools on Saturday in Benton. But of course, when you're playing a 1A powerhouse, if you can beat them twice in one season, that's going to say a lot about your record. And I wouldn't be shocked if Carmi can win this match tonight. That number 4 ranking in 2A might shoot up.
So Carmi will serve first. That'll be Jaya Smith. And the championship game is underway. Received by Izzy Dolden. And the first attack dug up by Smith. Here's Caroline Simmons. Dug up again by Holden. And this will be a free ball over by Volman. Opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs. Brzezinski, middle to Rager. Rips it.
When we watched this Lady Bulldog play last November, it was a lot of teams that just simply don't let the ball hit the floor. It's going to be a case of that both sides.
1-0 Lady Bulldogs. Melton with the set, free ball over. Here's Brzezinski, where's she gonna go? Outside to Simmons, took a little off, dug up by the Lady Cardinals, set by Melton. This swing done by, didn't catch her number 8, and that'd be Kate Volman, a junior. And we're level 5 apiece. First set here. Hayden Knight to serve for NCOE. Nice receive by Roark. Here's Rager in the strong hand, pushes it across, covered. And Roark covers a tip by the Lady Cardinals, and Simmons will have to free ball it over. Up front it comes to Melton. Everett sends it deep. Smith covers the baseline. Rager takes a punch and hits it long.
You can tell what Ashland is going for there, trying to find that back left corner. Just a little bit too strong.
NCOE with their first lead of the night, 6-5. Nice up by Simmons. She gets it right back down the line, and they are going to say.
Now the up, okay, they'll change it.
And Coach Lucas is going after the official here. The up official called it Carmi point.
I would assume he thought it was blocked because the way it looked up here that it was blocked, but you could tell North City immediately said that was not touched.
And there's a yellow card issued to Lucas. That is a warning in the world of volleyball, and they do have the red card. It's a red card. Lucas has to plant himself on the bench. Been there, done that once. Back to action, 7-5 Cardinals. Brzezinski out wide to Simmons, partially blocked at the net by Everett. They go cross court, little tip, nice dig there by Addie Elliott. Here's Everett in the middle, tipped again, covered by Brzezinski. Elliott goes out wide, Simmons, mishit into the net.
You could tell Caroline just kind of mistimed her jump and didn't get great contact on that one.
And the Cardinals increase their lead 8-3. The Lady Bulldogs look a little out of sync early on. Knight with the serve. And Smith shanks the serve receive.
I think, Jason, also, when you're playing in these tournaments, your routine isn't quite the same. You know, you're playing 2 games in one night. You're not getting the same warm-up time, so it might take a few minutes to get your feet underneath you.
Here's Brzezinski back set. Rager off the block. Covered nicely there in the back row, and a tip kill by J.D. Melton. And Chris Lucas wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products. Here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
10-5, NCOE leads Carmi White County here in the first set of the NCOE championship bout.
And Jason, we've seen Carmi in similar situations like this. Not so much this season, but if you go back to last season, some of their big matches they played, they got down early. Lots of volleyball left.
And Brager puts one down, and that will stop the 6-point run by the Lady Cardinals. That makes it a 10-6 contest. Riley Roark back to serve. Melton runs to set it out wide to Everett. Takes something off, covered by Simmons. Brzezinski back to Simmons. Down the line, good.
Nice job by Caroline Simmons. We saw her mistime her jump. Last kill attempt she had. This time, times it perfectly. Great contact and found the spot down the line.
Lady Bulldogs trail 10-7. Roark with the jump serve. Right at Sauls. Everett has to set the second one. Nice set. And pushed over, and Smith didn't see it coming.
Well, Norris City's doing a really good job of kind of catching Carmi offside, using Everett pretty much as a decoy there in the middle. That's twice now. They faked a setup to her and punched it over and found an open spot.
11-7 NCOE, and a bad serve receive by Simmons. And Carmi trying to find traction here in the first set. 12-7. Melton from the service line. Roark gets it to the middle to Elliott. They're going to try the middle. Simmons tips it over and found a hole.
What a job by Caroline Simmons. Had Melton going to her left, able to stop her in her tracks. Just able to find the spot to her right.
Addie Elliott goes out, and Johnson comes in for Carmi. Meanwhile, Brzezinski will serve. Her team trails 12-8. Here's Melton. Over to Holden. Nice cover by Roark. Brzezinski sets it at the net. Simmons makes something out of nothing. Free ball coming for Carmi. Brzezinski right to Simmons. Off Everett, down on the NCOE side.
Everett was right there. Just kind of head off of her forearms, but right into the net. This is a much needed run by Carmi.
12-9, Lady Cardinals leading it. Brzezinski with the serve. Up to by Dolden. They go Everett, strong hand, and that's long.
You can tell Carmi's starting to get their feet underneath them, starting to get more comfortable.
12-10, Carmi fighting back. Melton with the set. Quick set to Sauls, and Roark couldn't handle it. Nice play.
Yeah, nothing Riley Roark could have done right there, but stick her right fist out and just hope to hit it back towards the net.
This will be Volman with the serve. And Simmons gets it up to Brzezinski. Back to Simmons. Free ball over. Here's Melton to set for the Lady Cardinals. And a nice spike there. And I think that's Ryder. Caught it in the side of the face.
Got Tori right on the right eye, and I don't care if it's a baseball, volleyball, kickball, that never feels good. You see Tori trying to fight through it. Tough kid.
14-10, NCOE on top. First set. Bowman with the serve. Simmons up to Brzezinski. Back outside. Simmons, strong hand down the line.
I think it was
They're going to give it to him.
They say tip. I think it was in regardless.
And that stops the NCOE run. Caroline Simmons back to serve. Bowman mishits. Now Dolden. Aggressive swing there from the spike line by Aubrey Knight. That wasn't going to be a free ball.
and Norris City is putting a lot of pressure on the back row players for Carmi White County. Carmi just can't get any contact at the net. making it tough for those back row players on some hard hit balls.
Here's Hensley Everett. Nice pass by Smith. Gets the return, puts it up, and she registers her first kill of the night. That makes it a 15-12 game.
Paige Jackson, Ashlyn Rager will check in, and Paige, known as kind of a serving specialist, she'll go back behind the line.
And they go at Everett, and that's a miss, and Rager tried to dump it, dug up by the Cardinals. And that is a miss.
They're going to roll here.
And they're going to say it went off a Carmi player. I don't know which one. It couldn't be 15. Paige Jackson's in the back row.
Watching the replay, Jason, I don't know. I'm not sure what they saw. I think Coach Lucas trying to keep his composure on that one.
Yeah,
he's already got a yellow
burned
card.
one.
Yep.
That'll make it 16-12. NCOE on top. Izzy Dolden to serve. Floater. And Carmi scrambles the free ball it back over. Here we go. Melton back set. Wall blocked by Rager. Off speed, caught up by Smith. She'll take a rip. Blocked by Everett, dug up by Simmons. Brzezinski goes right back to Smith. She'll send it deep. Dump over by Melton. Free ball opportunity for NCOE. Melton sets it. Wide to Knight, dug up by Roark. Simmons was coming from the back row, and Rager was getting ready to unload. And Chris Lucas has seen enough. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi Bulldog fans, this is Kyle Hosick, your local country financial representative serving all of White County with offices in Carmi and now Enfield. My business's core values focus on educating our current and future clients on current market trends while operating with the utmost integrity and providing a level of service excellence you won't find anywhere else. I want to wish all the athletes and coaches a safe and winning season. Come see me, Kyle Hosick, at one of our office locations and see why my team is different. Come experience more. Come experience excellence.
$17-12, NCOE leads here in the first set over Carmi-White County. Carmi scored the first point of the set, and NCOE went on a 6-0 run, and that's kind of been the spread as both teams have kind of played equal after that. Simmons up front to Brzezinski. Out wide, Rager tips it, covered by Dolden. Melton, quick set to Knight. And Audrey Knight is in fuego.
And again, just attacking the back row, and Carmi just such little reaction time to try to keep that up in the air, and so far that's worked for North City.
18-12, NCOE leading it. Smith up front, Brzezinski goes backside, Smith takes a rip, and that stops the run.
And you've really seen Carmi and their ability to have so many different girls from each side that can hit the ball from the outside. That time, Jaya Smith.
Maddie Elliott with the jump serve. Golden up front to Melton. Tipped over, dug up by Rager. Somebody hit the net, no call. Smith, cross-court shot, dug up by Knight. She'll get it right back, takes a rip, dug up by Roark. And Melton will go middle. What a cut shot right there by Knight. Hayden Knight. Wow. That is the biggest flop wedge I've ever seen. 19-13. Lady Cardinals lead it. Roark up front, Brzezinski right to Rager. She takes a rip and she's wall blocked. Carmike plays it out of the net but can't get it over. Largest lead of the night for NCOE, 20-13.
And if you're Carmi, even if you're not able to win this set, you've got to find a way to end it with some momentum.
Knight with the serve. Brzezinski bump set. Smith off the spike line. And joust at the net. NCOE wins it. And tipped. Nice cover by Elliott. Here's Rager. Takes a little off. Everett kicks it up. Trying to play it off her foot, but it hit the floor first. And Carmine's back through their first rotation as Jaya Smith is back to serve. They trail 20-14.
Need a little 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 run here if you're Carmine.
And tipped over, punched over by Simmons. Opportunity for NCOE. Back set tonight. Wall blocked. Everybody's wanting 4 hits, and they're going to get it.
I was going to say, it didn't look like that went over the net. Assistant coach Terry Brzezinski quickly threw up both 4s. Big break there for Carmine. Here's Carmine's chance to get back in this set.
Golden up front to Melton. Off the net to Volman. Opportunity for the Lady Bulldogs. Brzezinski out wide. Here's Simmons. Ripped. And they're not going to say touched by Knight. It's long. NCOE 4 points away from the first set. 21-15. Hayden Knight to serve. Into the net. First service mistake by either team.
Carmine catches a break here. Now you've got to find a way to cash in that North City mistake.
(21-16). Carmine trails by 5. Roark back to serve. Up by Knight. Here's Everett. And smoked it. Addie Elliott was there primarily more for self-defense.
Well, she did what she could. She kept it in the air, just nobody around her to keep it going.
Melton to serve. Roark up to the middle. Bump set by Elliott off the net. Simmons sends it over. Nice dig by Dolden. Quick shot by Sauls goes long. And Carmine back within 5, 22-17. Brzezinski needs to stay a while on the service line. Everett gets it middle. They back set. Walked. Nice dig by Johnson. Simmons goes deep. Dolden there covering. Melton. Back set. Everett covered by Smith. Brzezinski jump set. Here's Simmons. Finds a hole.
Nice job by Caroline Simmons. Split the uprights like she was kicking a field goal. Found the open spot. Big point there for Carmine.
Lady Bulldogs trim the deficit to 4, 22-18. Golden up front to Melton. Quick set. And there is Miss Sauls. Sydney Sauls. Nice quick set by Melton. 23-18, NCOE on top. First set here at the NCOE championship match. Roark gets it up to Brzezinski. Ryder mishit. Well off the net, ill-advised. And NCOE has set point. And the NCOE faithful on their feet here for the first set. Coleman with the serve. Smith gets it to Brzezinski. And Simmons pushes it across, covered by Sauls. Melton sings it deep. Dug up. Nice play by Carmine. Opportunity for NCOE to finish the set. Everett off the block. Roark gets it up front to Brzezinski. Out wide. Simmons off the block and down. Sauls and Everett all over the tape there. And the first set goes to NCOE 25-18. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the second set in 2 minutes.
The 23 clearance sale has just begun at Expressway Ford. We've got a huge inventory of 2023 F-150s that must go. Big discounts and 1.9% APR for 72 months on almost all new 23 F-150s. Prices starting at $32,990. Check out expresswayfordonline.com to see all our super low 23 clearance prices. 1.9% APR for 72 months. Going on now at Expressway Ford. More Fords for less.
Hi, I'm Denton Weiss, partner and GM with Jansen Auto Group, inviting you to come see us. From new and used and a full team of service techs, we've got a great selection and a team of local folks committed to taking care of you like family. So come kick a few tires with us at the dealership just west of town and find us online at gojansen.com. Here at Jansen, we're proud to be part of the community and anxious to put you behind the wheel of your new vehicle.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi and carmilumber.net.
It's coming.
Were you corn to be wild? Since 1923, the Carmi Kiwanis Club has been making a difference in this community. And Corn Day will celebrate its 95th year of existence this October 11th and 12th with fun, food, and more. Stay tuned for full details. From State Fair quality carnival rides to cornhole, the chili cook-off, and parades for kids, pets, everyone else, and extraordinary headline entertainment. The Carmi Kiwanis Club. We build.
Colt Carr, Jason Craig back with you here at H.J. Phelps Gymnasium down in North City, where the Lady Cardinals take set number 1, 25-18. Colt, it seemed like Carmi started strong first point, and then after that it just all collapsed, and they got into a hole they just couldn't climb out of.
That little 6-0 run that North City went on, that really made the difference, and they ended up winning by 7 points. So I think Carmi, though, played better in the second half of that first set. Just got to find a way to continue that into this set.
Both teams getting ready to start set number 2. The mascots are getting after each other. Oh, an uppercut.
Now in real life, this wouldn't even be a contest.
I'm thinking the red bird is a southpaw. Oh, forfeit by NCOE.
Now that was awesome. That should be at halftime of every basketball game we have, intermission between set. Let's have the mascots duel it out this year.
And maybe that's the relief Carmi needs as Knight serves it into the net to give the Bulldogs first point of the second set, 5-4.
Now it's Carmi's chance to use that momentum and go on a run.
And Sauls shanks the serve receive. Six to 4. And a service error, the first one of the night by the Lady Bulldogs. And in contests like this, you just cannot do it.
Self-inflicted wounds can loom large in a match like this.
Melton back to serve. Nice up by Roark. Brzezinski shoots it wide. Simmons off the net. Almost found a hole. Nice cover by Knight, but NCOE can't do anything with it.
That was a heck of a dig by Knight. Full extension, leaning over to her right. A big break for Carmi.
7-5, Lady Bulldogs on top. Roark with the jump serve. Knight ups to Melton, out wide. Here's Everett, and she puts it right in the net.
Couple of uncharacteristic mistakes by North City so far in this second set.
Carmi increases their lead to 3, 8-5. Second set. NCOE won the first one, 25-18. Knight up to Melton. Melton dumps it over. Nice cover by Elliott. Here's Simmons off the block. And again, Knight can't get there. And Jacqueline Melton wants the timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Nine to 5, Carmi White County leads North City. And you feel the level of intensity has gone up a couple notches here in the second set. Riley Rourke back to serve. Knight up to Melton. Back set to Volman, blocked by Ryder. Back sets Brzezinski out wide to Simmons. Covered by Melton. Dolman shanks it. Somehow free ball gets over. Opportunity for Carmi. Brzezinski right on the tape. Wall blocked by Everett.
Yeah, the way Caroline was moving towards the net in midair there, you got Everett right there in front of her. If you can't get a solid hit, no chance that's getting over.
And that set's got to be further back off the tape. It can't be on it.
Yep.
Here's Volman with the serve. Simmons nice up. Back set, Brzezinski takes a rip. Nice dig by Dolden. Here's Knight, wall blocked. NCOE keeps it up. Knight cuts it, covered by Elliott. Jump set out wide, Simmons throws it down, and they're gonna call NCOE in the net. Jacqueline Melton wanting a throw.
And she's got a case for it. I thought that's what they were going to call it first.
10-6, Carmi on top. Here's Brzezinski. Up by Volman, Melton, back set, Everett, and right into the bottom of the net. Everett's missed her last two hitting attempts.
And again, North City making mistakes they don't normally make. Carmi has got to find a way to take advantage of this set.
Largest lead of the night for the Lady Bulldogs, 11-6 here in the second set. Dolden that gets it up front. Melton out wide to Knight. Free ball coming for NCOE. Knight, Melton, Everett along the tape. Simmons keeps it alive.
Yep, but she went over.
And
Caroline, when she fell on the floor and kept it alive, I mean, both of her knees were across the line. Just a tough break.
Great effort play there by the junior. And now Everett at the service line. Her team trails 11-7. Ace. Simmons, Roark, Smith in the back row. We're waiting to receive. Smith, nice up to Brzezinski. Out wide, Simmons tips it over, covered by Melton. Now Volman goes right back outside to Knight, down the line, covered by Smith. Roark bumps it forward, Simmons pushed it, and somehow caught Melton off guard.
I think Simmons was caught off guard before that was hit from Smith, or excuse me, from Brzezinski. Just found a way to get it over.
12-8 Carmi. Now here's Simmons. Nice up by Everett. Out wide to Knight, tips it over, punched up in the air. Smith attacks off the tape. Sauls keeps it alive, dumped deep.
Job.
And Melton read the court like an expert.
Yep. It's a great job. We've mentioned how they've attacked that back line all night long. Carmi creeps up. Was able to precisely hit that far back corner.
12-9, Carmi leads. Sydney Sauls back to serve. Ace. And NCOE's creeped back into this contest. 12-10. Rourke up front to Brzezinski. Brzezinski, bad bump, and they're going to go back to that back corner again. And Chris Lucas has seen enough. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Roark Transport in Carmine. Driving the distance, delivering the difference. Commercial or residential. Anhydrous, propane and fuel. Rock, dirt, and lime. Parking lots and driveways. And farmers can depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. Remember, Roark Transport for your next job or your next haul. Fast and dependable. Your best move in transportation. Call Roark Transport at 618-265-3665. That's 265-3665.
12-11 here in the second set. Carmi-White County leading NCOE. Memory serves me, Carmi led this one 11-6. NCOE's made a nice run to get back into it.
Yeah, back-to-back. Both in these first two sets, North City has put together a 5-0, 6-0 run. And in the first set, that's pretty much what helped them win that set.
And Smith with the errant serve receive, and we're all level at 12. And you can feel the momentum shift from the maroon and white to the red and black.
Me talk about just two juggernauts. and you know, it's been a rumor, I wouldn't say rumor, but what if we have a White County school one of these days? Can you imagine how good this volleyball team would be?
Here's Sauls, and that's going to be long. Carmi stops the bleeding for a moment and recaptures the lead 13-12.
Need Paige Jackson to get us about 4 points right here.
In addition to Jackson, Rager's finally back out on the court, and another service error. That hurts. 13-all. Here's Aubrey Knight. Smith up front, Brzezinski out wide. Rager dug up by Everett. Melton back sets it over, lifted up by Smith. Tipped, Everett back up front. Melton, quick set, Knight goes opposite, covered by Brzezinski. Oh, that wasn't going to work out. You start chicken arming everything, it's not going to work out.
Now, Rager and Johnson both kind of collapsed together trying to keep that one up, and I couldn't tell who hit it, but just hit it straight towards the basket.
NCOE back on top, 14-13. Nice pass to Brzezinski. Rager takes a rip off the tape, and they're going to call that in.
I'll take it. and both officials, you know, it's not the case where one saw one and one saw the other, and both officials said it was in.
We're back to even, 14-all. Elliott serves right at Everett. Here's Knight. Nice dig by Roark. Jaya Smith with a rip. Got it.
That ball went off the hand of Knight and just kind of died. Like you see a shot when it rolls around the rim. Just went off her hand, dropped straight down. Big point there for the Lady Dogs.
15-14, Carmi on top. Here's Melton. Knight tips it over. Opportunity for Carmi. Brzezinski calls. Here's Smith. Passed up front to Everett, out wide. Tipped over by Bowman, covered by the Bulldogs. Rager in the middle. Finds the hole in the back corner.
And North City has been so good at that tonight. Carmi's had a couple of opportunities, but a great job there by Ashland finding the back corner.
Both teams very similar in their back row approaches. NCOE starting to creep up a little more, just like Carmi creeps up above the free throw line extended. Those back corners are wide open. Here's Elliott. Golden, nice up to Melton. Quick set, Knight takes a rip. Nice dig by Simmons. Rager goes opposite corner. That one's covered by Knight. Out wide, Volman takes a rip. Nice up by Elliott. Smith cannot get it over.
Shy just in an awkward position there. You know, she's so used to being up and around the net. Just kind of all by herself, just didn't get good contact on it.
16-15, Carmi still on top. Knight with the serve, nice pass by Roar. Backside Rager, hits the block and it drops. Everett and Volman there on the block, and we're back to level, 16 all. Knight with the serve. And another bad pass from the back row for Carmi. And NCOE back on top, 17-16. Hayden Knight with the serve. Elliott again having trouble with it. Free ball coming for North City. Nice dig by Knight. Melton sets out wide to Volman down the line, covered by Elliott. And again, another free ball opportunity. You can't give the NCOE this many. Everett with the jump tip. Nice up by Smith. Brzezinski blocks it, keeps it alive. Smith sends it over in two. Melton, quick set. Everett with a rocket.
Well, you said it exactly, Jason. You give this team too many free ball opportunities with a Division I caliber player in Everett. She'll make you pay.
And NCOE increases their advantage to 2, 18-16 here in the second set. They won the first one, 25-18. Elliott gets it up to Brzezinski. Back set. Rager goes deep, covered there by Sauls. Melton dumps it into the donut and found the hole. And Chris Lucas wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hey Bulldog fans, it's Amanda Nelson with First Bank. Just like the Lady Bulldogs volleyball team, we're on a mission this year. That's why for every ace the Bulldogs serve this year, First Bank will be making a donation to Carmi White County Schools. So show up to the games or tune in and watch the squads serve up the wins. And be sure to stop by and get your First Bank Bulldogs debit card. Every swipe earns donations from First Bank to Carmi White County Schools.
Where great things happen, First Bank is there. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
(19-16), NCOE leads it here in the second set. They've already got the first one under their belts by a 25-18 score. Hayden Knight to serve for the Lady Cardinals and shanks it wide left.
Might be what Carmi needed. Bit of a break. Got to find a way to get momentum back.
And Carmi's back to their original rotation with Jaya Smith serving. And that is long. Wow. 20-17.
And Sauls thought about hitting that one, even though it was going to be close to that back line. Just the last second, decided to let it go.
Melton with the serve. Smith up to Brzezinski. Here's Rager, and Rager hits it long. And NCOE has their largest lead of the set, 21-17. And Carmi's entering danger zone territory here. And Smith, errant pass, and NCOE makes you pay for it. 22-17. J.D. Melton with the serve. Roark gets it to Brzezinski. Off the net, Simmons saves it. Opportunity for NCOE. Melton back set. Everett off the tape and in. And NCOE is starting to flex the muscle. 6-point lead for the Redbirds, 23-17.
You just give a team like this too many opportunities, too much momentum, and they are tough to beat.
And Simmons attacks and it's hit in the net. And match point for NCOE, 24-17. And the NCOE faithful come to their feet. Elliott to the net, Brzezinski out wide, Simmons, and they're going to get Everett in the net. And all the stress in the world falls on the shoulders of Riley Roark. She's got to serve it out here. 24-18, Lady Bulldogs trail. Holding it up to the net. Melton, quick set. Sauls puts it down, and NCOE is their challenge. Won their own tournament.
Well, that was everything we expected and then some. I'm not kidding when I say these are the two best teams in Southern Illinois. And thankfully for each other, they're not going to see each other again this season, but just a high-level, high-intensity volleyball match, what we expected.
Well, in the mirror of those comments, Cole, that'll put NCOE 12-1 on the year. In Carmi, 12-1 on the year.
And if I'm not mistaken, last season, this exact same game was also Carmi's first loss of the season. So it's a long season, and you lose to a really good squad. Nothing Carmi needs to hang their heads about.
And they are going to be handing out hardware here. I believe this will be for third place, Hamilton County. And the Lady Bulldogs, Ashlyn Rager gets the second place trophy. And the first place trophy goes to the hometown Redbirds.
And again, Jason, you look over and the Lady Bulldogs, they're smiling. You know, this is, if you lose to a team that's inferior to you, different story. I'm not kidding. If these two teams play 10 times, it's going to go 5v5. And I think if you're Carmi, no reason to be upset about this loss by any means.
So again, NCOE wins their own invitational, beating Carmi 25-18, 25-18. They get one little break, but actually it's going to probably be a work day, knowing Chris Lucas.
Yep.
And then they got to go right back to work with another potential five-match day waiting for them Saturday at Benton.
A 5-match day, but a tournament that's very winnable. A tournament they won last year. And, you know, like you said, you go over to Benton, you're going to see some schools that are bigger than you and some good competition, some teams that you could see later in October, in November. So if you're the Lady Bulldogs, again, shake this one off and be prepared for this weekend. As Jason, they are announcing the all-tournament team, Jaya Smith mentioned from Carmi.
So I went ahead and I started looking around. Laura Brzezinski makes the all-tournament squad. We're a month away from the postseason draw.
You're kidding.
No. Ashlyn Rager makes all-tournament team. According to the IHSA, Caroline Simmons, another Carmi member, making all-tournament. Lady Bulldogs are going to host a regional.
Yes, I did know that, which would be awesome.
And it happens to link to the sectional in Fairfield.
Yeah. So you
that
have
would be a very nice little road trip.
So you have to think, you know, when you get to the postseason as far as which teams will be where, probably going to be very similar to last year. As if you're Carmi, if you get past a regional, and again, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If you get past a regional, probably going to have to see a Fairfield squad again. But playing in the Meal Barn, whew, that'd be tough.
Congratulations, Grace.
So there is your all-tournament team from the NCOE tournament. the Knight sisters, Volman, Everett from NCOE, Smith, Brzezinski, Rager, Simmons from Carmi-White County, and the girl slips my mind from Hamco. Oh,
you should
if
know
I
this.
only had a roster looking at me right in the middle of my face.
Phelps.
Phelps,
Yep,
Racy Phelps. She's a heck of a little athlete over there at McLeansboro. And Carmi takes second place. They will be back in action on Saturday at the Benton Invite. Like Cole mentioned, they won that tournament before. And again, just you continue to measure yourself. We'll talk a little bit about some history that transpired last night. Chris Lucas achieved the Century Club against El Dorado, got his 100th win. He now sits at 102. His next victim is Jason Craig, who sits at 103. But he will definitely surpass that in my guesstimate on Saturday.
I was going to say, you might do it in one day.
And then the next one would be second place. It would be Penny Barton Gunder sitting at 113. And then D. Stoll is only two more beyond that. Chris Lucas has got a very good opportunity to walk away from this season as the all-time winningest volleyball coach in Carmi history.
And he's only done it in really, what,
three and a half years, if you don't count COVID.
I was going to say the COVID season was a shortened season. That was his first year, but just kind of goes to show the group of girls that have made their way through. And what I love about Coach Lucas is I saw him put on Facebook today, so he said, thanks for the congratulations on the 100th career win, but he says, when you got a group of girls like he has, there's not much for him to do. And obviously he's a great coach, and we all know that, but just kind of goes to show who he is and how he feels about his girls. And there has been a slew of talent for CWC the last half decade or so, but we are witnessing one of the best to ever do it.
So again, volleyball action Saturday. Boys golf will be at the Benton Invitational as well on Saturday. Bulldog football gets the week off on a forfeit, but they've got their work cut out for them next week as they make the road trip down to Cesar.
Yeah, next 2 weeks for the Bulldogs will be very telling of how this season's going to go. Going to face a really tough Cesar squad on the road. Then you're back home on the 27th against Fairfield. So excited for the next couple of weeks in Bulldog and Lady Bulldog athletics in general.
And the NCOE student section is raided the court.
I will say, kudos to their student section, and they made some noise tonight. This gym gets loud, like we said, and this was a very tough environment to be a part of, to be a visiting team.
There's a lot of kudos around here from North City to go to Jacqueline Melton. She's a heck of a coach. She was coaching when I coached here at Carmi. Class act, really good down-to-earth person, and her mentor is on the bench with her that helps her. That's Kathy Black, and Kathy Black is NCOE volleyball. She kind of put the stones in place, the fundamentals in place. Jacqueline Melton has just carried the torch on so far, and it's neat to see that connection between the old ways and the new ways between those two.
I also want to shout out Heather Volman, who was one of my co-workers down at Gallatin County. She was the leader on our staff volleyball team, but she's a great volleyball mind as well and a great person. But, when you surround yourself, as Coach Melton has done, surround yourself with some great coaches, you're going to be very successful.
So I think Chris Lucas is going to make his way up here. We will readjust here. And Chris, you've had an opportunity here to kind of soak it in here a little bit. Again, nothing to hold your head down about. We talk about when you lose to an inferior team, that's something to worry about. But when you got two juggernauts going at each other somebody's got to take the loss.
Absolutely. And, I just told our girls, I said, give NCOE all the credit in the world because they passed the ball and serve receive better than I've ever seen them do. And they made some adjustments that we thought they might make, and they did, and it helped them defensively. And so, but we didn't pass the ball very well, and we didn't serve receive very well. And I just told our girls, I said, you know what, this does not make or break our season. That's a great team over there, probably the best team in the South in 1A. And, I told them don't hang your heads and let this be something that's going to get us going in the wrong direction. And I know they won't. We're disappointed, but again, NCOE was lights out tonight, and they were definitely the better team tonight.
Well, again, come out here, and it does show. You got a lot of accolades there at the end. Quite a few girls making all tournament teams, so they did make the impact here. But it just seemed like they kind of beat us at our own game. When the back row starts to creep in, that kind of leaves holes, and then North City found those holes really quick.
Yeah, they did. And, Jacqueline Melton's an awesome coach, and I knew she was going to make adjustments, and she did from the last time we played them. And so, now, we see what they did against us this time. We will probably see them again in the Edwards County tournament. And again, it's just great for us to be able to play games like this because, we're not going to see them in the postseason. And so, and Jacqueline and I talk a lot, and she said the same thing. She's like, we're not going to see you in the postseason, but it only makes them better, and it makes us better playing teams like this. But, they picked us apart today, emotional, their crowd, their home floor. No excuses. They just beat us tonight. They were just a better team. But I'm proud of our girls. Second place finish. We start the season 12-1. And we got 5 more to go on Saturday.
That was going to be my lead-in. You think about what you have to do tomorrow. You got to kind of like, we busted our bottoms this past 2 nights, but, we got 5 more matches. How do you take that approach?
Well, it's tough. And we loaded our schedule top-heavy this year on purpose because we wanted to get out of the Fairfield tournament at the end because the last 2 years we've got girls hurt right before the regional. And we knew it was going to be tough. We're going to play lots of games in a very short amount of time. But I'm going to let them off tomorrow. We're not going to practice. And Saturday morning we got to get ready to go. We got 3 pool play games and then 2 bracket games and a tournament that, we feel if we play well, we could win. But, again, we've got some things we have got to do better at, and serve receive was definitely one of them, and we just did not do that very well tonight.
Well, the last thing I will mention to you, and I want to give my personal congratulations on your 100th win last night. It's great to get over that, and now you start in on the top. You're in there in that top 4, and 2 more matches, you're going to pass me, which is perfectly fine. But I really congratulations to you. You've earned it, and in the amount of time you've done it, it's just fascinating.
Well, I appreciate that, and again, I give all the credit to the kids that we have, and it is a great honor to be able to win 100 games, but you can't do that if you don't have kids and you don't have great assistant coaches, and I have both. And so, we've got bigger, and I told the girls, I said, we've got bigger and better things to accomplish this year, and we've got things, down the road that we're looking forward to as far as the rest of our season and then into postseason play. But, again, I just can't give North City enough credit. They were as good as any team we played in the last 4 years that I've coached tonight. And, I wish them well. I work here. I love all these kids, all these coaches, all these people, the fans in the stands. And I wish them well, and I think they're going to make a real deep postseason run in 1A this year.
All right, Chris, again, we appreciate the time. We wish you the best of luck again at the Benton tournament on Saturday.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys doing this.
So, again, that's head coach Chris Lucas. And we'll bring Cole back in here. And, Cole, any last thoughts before we wrap it up here?
Just an exciting match and everything we expected. 2 of the 2 best teams in Southern Illinois. And this was the only chance we were going to have to see them this year. They're not going to play again this season, but it was a dandy. Congrats to North City. They got a squad, and they're going to make some noise in 1A this year. It'd be really cool to see both these teams up in Bloomington in November.
No, not without a doubt. I believe that 110%. So that'll do it here from H.J. Phelps Gymnasium. Again, NCOE wins their own invitational. They beat Carmine 2 sets, 25-18, 25-18. For Cole Carter, I'm Jason Craig. We'll see you soon.
your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi, your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
I'm Nancy J. Winter, CPA. We believe in family values, even in the world of finance, because every financial decision impacts your family. For all the milestones in your life, our team is here to maximize your savings, minimize your taxes, and help you plan for a prosperous future.
Visit Nancy J. Winter, CPA in Carmi for tax planning, saving for college, retirement planning, and the expertise to help get you where you want to be. Learn more at nancyjwintercpa.com or call 382-2364. Nancy J. Winter, CPA, where you're treated like family.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes. Citizens National Bank of Albion has always been in the business of making dreams come true.
Are you like many in the community that have dreamed of owning your own business?
Bring your ideas in and speak to one of our commercial loan professionals in Albion, Alney, Crossville, and Bridgeport.
Our competitive rates and solid decision making will make it the best decision you've ever made.
Let us help you get started, and we'll watch your business grow.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Big city services in a small town. That's Butch & Associates CPAs, providing superior client service to folks here at home and across the U.S. Taxes and bookkeeping, accounting and audit services, plus full-service consulting.
Butch & Associates CPAs, where expertise meets excellence.
At Butch & Associates, it's your journey backed by our commitment.
Visit butch.com to learn more and contact us today.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital family clinics are growing to meet the needs of our communities. We're proud to continue to expand by offering acute, urgent care services by welcoming Dr. Brian Sloan to our McLeansboro Family Clinic location. With over 20 years of emergency medicine experience, Dr. Sloan provides acute, urgent care visits for those times when you can't wait to feel better. From colds and sore throats to care after sports-related injuries and more. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been. To schedule an appointment, call 618-643-2988.
You don't live to bank, you bank to live. And that's why so many of our customers rely on First Mid for much more than banking alone. Beyond everyday financial services, we're a valued partner and advisor with the help and resources for the things you need and whatever you aspire to achieve. So whether you're buying groceries or budgeting your dream kitchen, protecting your life's work, or laying the foundation for life after work, we're your bank for everything in the middle of anything. We're First Mid. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC. Equal Housing Lender.
Fall sports season is here, and at Rice Motor Company, we're proud to cheer on our local athletes. Whether you're hitting the court, field, or course, we wish you the best of luck this season. As your hometown car dealership, we're proud to support our community and its champions. And if you're looking for a dependable ride to get you to the big game, stop by Rice Motor Company in Carmi for the best selection in town. As always, give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did.
Around every corner, there's a Napa here to keep you moving. Backed by a nationwide network of nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. Napa has the products, people, and knowledge you need to find the automotive solutions you've been searching for. At Napa, our mission is measured in miles. So get ahead on your next car care project and stop by your local Napa Auto Parts store or visit NapaOnline.com today.
What a hit! Now that's a playmaker.
With Huck's Bucks Big Rewards, you can be a playmaker too. Hi folks, I'm Chris Myers.
And I'm Cole Carter. Download the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards app now and save with great coupons on gas, snacks, and more.
And make sure to fuel up at the Bulldog Spirit Pump at Huck's. A portion of your fill-up goes to support Carmi-White County Unit 5 schools.
And that makes you a playmaker in the community. Huck's Market, headquartered in Carmi.
In 1925, when Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado and the surrounding communities needed a hospital they could depend on, close to home. Over the years, Farrell grew to meet the needs of patients. Today, Farrell Hospital has grown to offer advanced emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more, always keeping more care right here close to home. Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
Hi, I'm Lucas Matzel, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
And I'm Paige Winter-Bruder, Occupational Therapist at Joiner Therapy Services on April Avenue in Carmi.
We are both graduates of CWC who take pride in treating individuals from our hometown. Whether you've experienced a sports injury, have had a recent surgery, or just have pain, we are experienced in treating from head to toe.
Contact our clinic at 382-2771. That's 382-2771 and start the road to a healthier you at Joiner Therapy Services.
Need gravel for a driveway or other project? Sand, concrete construction, asphalt paving, dump truck service, seal coating. Count on your friend in the business for more than 5 decades. O'Daniel Trucking. Free estimates anywhere in the tri-state. Call 382-5371 today. That's 618-382-5371 for O'Daniel Trucking. And remember, if you can't grow grass on it, asphalt it.
Hi, this is Jax Jordan. At Jordan Funeral Group, we believe in supporting our community. That's why we're proud to support the Carmi-White County Bulldog football team. Remember, both on and off the field, we're here for you every step of the way because community matters to us. Call the Jordan Funeral Group at 382-5222 to learn more about Campbell Funeral Home and Cinderback Funeral Home. The Jordan Funeral Group, proud supporters of the Carmi-White County Bulldogs.